Yo, what's up, guys? Kind of want to do a quick update on how my league's been. I started as a Scion mana miner with Eye of Winter. It was great, got me to Awakener 8. But because of the changes to the build, it didn't do so hot on the defense side with dodge being gone, so I didn't feel like spending enough money on it to fix it. So I talked to some buddies, and they said you should give out a try of Occultist BV, being that the Scourge mechanic just swarms you with monsters. So what's better than having a spell all around you that freezes everything around you and shatters and explodes? So made an Occultist Blade Vortex. I actually even leveled as Cold Blade Vortex. The way to do that is with the Remsorrow unique gloves and a Cold Mastery on the tree that converts, so you get the 90% conversion. And you can actually level pretty well. I just recommend you have, if it's going to be your second character or third, you have a couple of the leveling uniques, Wonderlust, Tabula, Gold Rim, maybe some the Remsorrows, some spells, cold damage spells, ring, stuff like that. By Act 4, you're fine. But yeah, so here's my build. This is what's today? It's Thursday, so we're almost at the week 2 mark or full weekend. So yeah, so 2 void batteries. I got a helmet with the Blade Vortex duration. This dramatically helps the skill feel better. And then I craft the plus AoE. If you don't have the helm enchant, there's a node down here. Potency of Will gives you skill effect duration. It's a lot of pathing down here. There's some LA damage and res. It sucks the path down here, but it'll help the skill feel great for leveling until you get the enchant. Alright, so we got the void batteries, helm enchant. This has just got some life, some res, and I did +1 of socketed AoE. I put hatred in here, and then with that AoE helps scale explosions and everything. For amulet, I think the thing was 25 chaos. Cold damage leeches life, double res, big dex on it, which helps my dex issue, which later on I'll save for a headhunter, so I shouldn't have a dexterity issue anymore because headhunter has dex on it. I allocate a power charge, which is this one over here. This allows me to get 9 power charges since I don't have one on the helmet. I could get one on the helmet. I could just do a Warlord orb and then alt spam for a power charge, and then imprint Regal until I get something I like. And then if there's good life on it, the power charge, you can probably reforge fire. I think a power charge is prefix. Get your fire res on it, craft whatever, but may not do that. As for rings, since we are occultists, we want to curse on hit to enable our profane bloom. So I have a 5 chaos 2-stone ring with frostbite on hit, and I crafted +1 minimum endurance charge just to get a little physical damage reduction, being that this is just energy shield and as are here. So these boots aren't really doing much for me as in damage reduction, just a little bit of mitigation. On this ring, I would love to have Assassin's Mark. Currently I don't. I just have Dex, Life, and 2 good mods. One is Life, gained on hit for each enemy hit by your spells. This just gives you a little extra leech and a little more snugness in the map. If you don't have a flash charge, just go hit something. With cold damage, leeches life, and this, you heal right back up. And then flat cold damage against chill to frozen enemies. So I chill and freeze all the time. So just a little bit of flat cold. These gloves, the enchant doesn't matter. I just bought that with that on it. It's got life, cold, and lightning res, and increased damage with hits against chilled enemies. And since I chill, and then physical damage converted to cold. Because of my Watcher's Eye, this thing was 2 exalts. We have 36 here, 24 here, and 40 here, giving us a full conversion. So you see, there's no physical damage on my Blade Vortex. This belt's just kind of doing its job for now. Crafted life, some res. I would love to get reses fixed later on in the tree once I kind of change some things, and then have a belt that'll have some attributes, some life, and since it's a shaper, you can get increased elemental damage, increased movement speed during any flask effect, and increased spell damage during any flask effect. Those are all great mods for me that I would like. Also, there's reduced flash charges used, stuff like that. So there's a lot of good options here on the belt, but I'm just not worried about that right now. But that's why I bought a shaper belt before they got too expensive. I think I got this for 1 exalt. They usually go up around 2, a little more than that. So I will craft this later. These are the replica Inya's Epiphany Arcanist Slippers. And I got the Uber Lab enchant, 10% increased movement speed if you haven't been hit recently. These are nice because With my power charges and the enchant, I get 55% movement speed. So we are zooming. And you regenerate life per power charge. Just kind of makes the build feel pretty snug in maps. So that's all that. And the chest is, I self-crafted this. This is a sacrificial garb, eye level 100. So I bought the chest. I bought a split beast, and I split it, and I sold the other chest to my buddy who's also playing the build, and he paid me a little fee, and the split beast. So I made some money splitting it. Not as much as I would selling it to the market, but, you know, hooked the boys up. So what we did is we bought a Hunter's Orb, and I scoured it, Hunter Slammed it, and I did Reforge Caster and Harvest until I got You Can Apply Additional Curse. You can apply additional curse, and I bought for 150 chaos a clean tier 1 enemies you kill explode Baron chest. And with the Awakener's Orb I got killing Cirrus, we woke orb those together, and those are both prefixes. So then I crafted prefixes can't be changed and scoured. So then all I had on the chest was explode and additional curse. I then again crafted multi-mod, which is 2x, prefixes can't be changed, 2x, and then life. So that filled the whole chest up. I did Reforge Caster, which is the only thing you can hit is spell crit. Unfortunately, I hit tier 2. It's not a big deal, as I can just go back in and do it again. So in the future, what I'll do is craft multi-mod, prefixes can't be changed, and the life, and then Reforge Caster until we get tier 1. It's expensive, but it's deterministic, and once you get your T1 crit, craft on your life again, or leave it on there, you're happy, right? So that's the chest. Chest is super easy to color. It's armor, evasion, energy shield. It's just really solid chest. It gives us +1 to our Vaal gem, which is here. It's level 21. I'll eventually get level 21 Blade Vortex and get rid of Void Batteries and probably do some +1/+1 scepters with some other good juice on them. As for the tree, I have my Unnatural Instinct from my first build. I bought this when they were 100 chaos early on in the league. This is something that I knew was going to be very expensive, as last league they were like 10 exalts, so I knew to get this early. This is giving me mana regen, herald buff, power charge duration, spell damage, a bunch of good stuff, right? So you get a lot of these herald nodes, not the big ones, but the small ones, which is nice. And then we got some power charge stuff, the power charge mastery, since currently when I shatter, I get 4 frenzies, I get 1 endurance from the ring, and I get 9 power charges, so it's 3% increase for all that. We get some cold damage, some area, crit. I'm running a reservation mastery to increase my aura effect and mana reservation. I got a nerve. And then I'm running Supreme Ego with reservation skills again, charisma, and then I got an Enlightened 3 in the build. I bought someone's bricked one. Like 160, 170 chaos. And that allows me to run Supreme Ego, which juices up my hatred. And then I'm running Herald of Purity and Herald of Ice. Currently I had 2, now I've dropped back down to 1. I'm using just 1 Inspired Learning. And this kind of gives me enough juice that I can run through my maps. I can do T16, 60% Delirium, with double Beyond on the map, Legion, going in and out of the Scourge, no problem. Every now and then, yeah, something one-shots you. I believe GG actually announced that there was a couple bugs that some of the monsters were doing damage they shouldn't be doing, so that'll be patched out. Other than that, though, I'm not really dying. I was almost 94. But I'm not really trying to push levels right now. I'm just trying to make money. And then I'm going to kind of farm up some Breachstones, some good maps, and then focus on, okay, let's take this guy to like 95, 96, and then chill, finish the build. And then when I get, Headhunter and some more money, I'll probably push to, maybe 98, 99. Who knows if those flawless are good enough, we'll go to 100. So that's kind of the setup. I'm using that series. This is 1 chaos. This is like 20C. This gives you a little bit of physical damage reduction because you take Fizz as cold, and it also gives you damage as well. Can't be frozen. Area per power charge, +1 power charge. A lot more cold damage. Freeze nearby enemies. Profane Bloom allows us to explode curse monsters. I have Explode here. We have Herald of Ice. I'm loving this build. I will confidently say I believe this is the build of the league, in a sense that It's not going to do everything. I can do 10 ways on it. I can kill all conquerors on it. I haven't tried Cirrus on it. But it just performs like way too well. Let's see. Let's do a fields for you. Hope I don't die and ruin the video. Okay.
When I'm ready and not before.
So I'm already exploding almost off screen. Swap in. I run a Vaal cold snap just to give a little bit more cold damage and chill enemies before I get to them. And then let's see what we got here. And then we run Vaal Blade Vortex so we can shoot out our Blade Vortexes ahead of us to kind of give us a little extra damage. Then we run Vaal RF to give us more spell damage. I have a second curse on my Frost Bomb, which is LE weakness. I have Frostbite on my ring. Do that later. I have a little bit of low life, but because you're almost freezing everything, it kind of, every now and then, of course, you get soft core, you're going to die. But you can just zoom around, kill everything. Super fun to play. Especially the juicier the maps, you just get more buffs. It's just easier to play it. You can push low, delve on it easy. I've done all conquerors. I've done all the 10 ways. You know, Awakener 8. Getting a couple Atlas strats up. I was doing essences. They seem to not been too profitable anymore. I'm trying Legion right now. Excuse me. We have the Beyond, all the Legion nodes. Then I have a bunch of these Marraketh Watchstones. This one, actually, I rolled tier 1 myself. This thing is worth a good chunk of money, I'm pretty sure. Let's see what it is at max. Click this, go to max. Looks like it's 40 chaos. So yeah, so that's the build. I'll upload the POB, increase crit, power charge on crit, blade vortex, cold pen, anomalous inspiration to get more crit, unleash. It's pretty good. So if y'all have any questions, comments, add them below. If not, you can hit me up in game. I'm enviously Scourge things. I think I'm second highest damage on PoE Ninja. The other guy is low life with the Shavs. He's got a lot more damage than me, just more auras. But I'm running the Inspired. Once I get my Headhunter, we will move into clusters. I'm not sure how I'll do clusters, so maybe go this way. I got to figure out how I'm going to do the tree. Maybe not take Supreme Ego. Who knows? We'll figure it out when we get there. But thank you guys. If you would like the video, ask me any questions you want. I'll help you out, all right? Peace.